Here we have a 2011 on an 11 registration. Bova FHD 127365 Futura Classic 73 seat coach. So we are at one of the depots of Alpine Travel in North Wales. We're at Rhyl. The weather's changed a little bit from last week, I have to say. We're in a rather damp Rhyl, looking at this recently converted to high capacity Futura Classic. Now this kind of almost one owner from new, so this was new to Johnson's Henley and Arden. Bear in mind Alpine and Johnson's are now part of the Coach Travel Group. So new to Johnson's at Henley and Arden, obviously cascaded down the fleet. Johnson's never ever sold anything really. Wheel trims fitted. The massive advantage of having a power operated centre continental door. Anyway, the story is Alpine have had quite an ageing fleet of 70 seaters, mainly Volvo Plaxons, and they needed updating, so these have been transferred within Coach Travel Group to Alpine, being upseated, but being a predominantly Volvo and Turismo fleet, they're not fitting in, so the decision has been made to keep some of the newest older Volvos and move these on instead. Reverse cameras fitted. Under the bonnet, Euro 5 DAF PR engine. That's driven through a ZF fully automatic gearbox, so again it's all good up to now. The other winner with these Futuras, they've always been light. Okay, they're not a heavyweight vehicle, which means two things. One, they've needed quite a bit of ballast fitting for the 70 seat conversion, but two, you've less weight issues. Massive luggage space on these. You think on, obviously all the toilet units been removed as well to negate the weight issue, so you've only got the centre steps remaining. You think on 73 teachers and kids on a residential, you're getting the luggage in, aren't you? So for me, big tick. Anyway, let's jump on board. Now these, as I said, they've recently been converted by Asholes, so we know we've got a good job done there. 73 prime seats fitted in this. The 12.7 metre length helps get the extra seats in and keep the centre door. Prime seats with 3-point seat belts fitted, as you can see. Now, somebody's going to pick up on this. I think that big pillar there, all across the top, that's an anti-roll bar, or it's something to do with R66 rollover. That's why I think you've had to go 2 and 2 here. Seats are in good order. They're going to be. They've hardly been sat in. You know, I'm not a fan of carpet on the seat backs, but it is what it is. Obviously, it keeps the cost down. One thing you have to do in these Futuras, when you make them a 70-seater, you need to take the racks out on the near side, which you can see has been done. So you've still got the offside racks. I think it's all to do with headroom, if I'm being honest. And the aisle, because the aisle's offset, I think it's to do with the headroom. I might be wrong. So we're fully air conditioned. You still keep the PSUs on that side. We're also wired for CCTV, as you can see. That's a winner for me. Only in so much as when you're on the last minute and you've got to get to your next job, and rather than go round the block and then go round the block again, you can go up the road, whiz across, unload out the centre door. Just makes life a little bit easier. One blown window. Now we all know this is Bova-itis, right? You'll struggle to find a used Bova unless they've recently been replaced that doesn't have a blown double glazed unit, unfortunately. So fortunately this only has one. You know, I think Asholes do a great conversion, so we ain't going to start questioning that. I think, you know, it's one of the best out there. I think the fact that this goes north of the 70 seat number, giving you that extra 3. You're on a Decker, aren't you, 73? Let's be honest. So you're on Decker capacity. You've got the reliability of that daft PR engine driven through the ZF fully automatic gearbox, which obviously makes them simple to drive. Dash is all in good order, there's nothing missing. Mileage is up there, but we've got to remember 2011, it's 14 years old, it's done short of 1 million kilometres. But I'm going to give you an option: Levante on an 11 plate, Bova on an 11 plate. Alright, the Levante's got the advantage of PSVAR, this hasn't, but I've got to be honest, I know which one I'd pick. Okay, so to recap, it is a 2011 on an 11 registration Bova FHD 127365 Futura Classic 73 seat coach.